The World Economic Forum has calculated that corruption cost the global economy 5% of GDP, which in today's figures equates to $4 trillion. Cutting corruption by just 10%, according to Transparency International, could benefit the global economy by $380 billion a year. The summit, attended by President Muhammadu Buhari and 10 other world leaders, as well as representatives from 40 other countries, is therefore the beginning of a more coordinated and ambitious global effort to expose, punish, and drive out corruption wherever it exists. Spearheading the action, British Prime Minister David Cameron announced that with a new public register introduced for companies that want to buy UK property, corrupt individuals and countries will no longer be able to move, launder, and hide illicit funds through London's property market.
You'll see we are committing to setting up an international anti-corruption coordination centre here in London, inside our national crime agency, bringing together countries. We're going to see asset recovery legislation brought forward in 21 new countries who haven't currently got that legislation that they need. You're going to see a global asset recovery forum set up so countries can come together to make sure that where assets are stolen from countries through corruption, that money is
Other speakers at the forum, including the U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, said corruption is at the heart of the global urgent problems of economic uncertainty, endemic poverty, as well as the ever-present threat of radicalization and extremism. They say entrenched corruption should therefore be targeted wherever it occurs, and clear signals must be sent to the corrupt that they will face consequences internationally.
We'll begin. We have to say no safe harbor anywhere. We have to get the global community to come together and have a no impunity to corruption. And the minute people begin to feel that enforcement and a broad standard of application, watch how rapidly the standard.
If the objectives of this summit is eventually achieved by curtailing illicit financial flows, the 1.4 billion people now living on less than $1.25 per day will be lifted above this threshold for at least 6 years. From London, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.